So I want to make sure we understand the difference between a permutation and a combination. So let's look at this situation about the French Club. So Monsieur Dubois is the advisor of the French Club. He is excited that 10 students showed up for the first meeting. Here's our first question. At the start of the meeting, all the students got into a single file line to sign in. In how many ways can they line up? So we're looking for the number of ways that the students can line up. And if you think this through here, there are 10 spots in line, right? There's the first person in line, the second person in line, all the way down to the 10th person in line. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 locations in line. And we're looking for the number of ways that they can line up. That means we're looking for the number of arrangements, the number of ways that we can take all 10 of the students and put them in these spots in line. So this is a situation where order does matter because we're looking at the number of ways to arrange the 10 students. Now, if we're thinking about the first spot in line, there are 10 possible students who could be in that first spot. Now, there's only going to be one person in that first spot, but we have kind of 10 possibilities for which student is in that first spot. And then once we have a student in the first spot, in the second spot, we only have 9 choices, or 9 options for who might be second in line, 8 for third in line, and so on, counting all the way down to 1. Now remember, this idea of 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 and so on, all the way down to 1, we can write in a more concise way. It's called 10 factorial. And remember, 10 factorial just is a shorthand way of doing 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Remember, your calculator can do a factorial for you if you press the math key and look under the PRB or probability menu. So you can always use that feature if you don't want to do the multiplication by hand. So if we actually do 10 factorial, I'm doing it on my calculator here right now, we get a lot of possibilities, right? So we end up with, let's see, 3, 6, 2, 8, 8, 0, 0. So that's 3,628,800 possible ways that the students could line up. Now, there's a different way you could express this or show your work to getting this answer. Again, this is a situation where order matters, so really this is a permutation. So we could alternatively, instead of just thinking of 10 factorial, we could think of 10 arrange 10, or 10 permute 10. There are 10 people, and we're arranging all 10 of them. You could use your calculator to do 10 permute 10, or 10 arrange 10, or we could remember that in factorials, 10 permute 10 is saying to do 10 factorial on the top, and then on the bottom, we're supposed to do n minus r factorial. Well, 10 minus 10 is 0, so 0 factorial on the bottom. Now, just so you're not concerned at all, 0 factorial is actually equivalent to the number 1. So really this is 10 factorial divided by 1, which is just 10 factorial, which is exactly what we did here, or what we multiplied out here, to get the number of possible ways that they can line up.